Filthy pig.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Boomer vs. Doomer. I'm Jeremy, and that's Dan the Boomer. Dan, say hello to the biggies, please.
Hello, all you storm survivors.
Storm survivors. Would you like to do a rendition of Destiny's Child Survivor?
I'm not even sure I'm aware of it.
Okay. This week, it was Boomer's choice, and he chose, since we are into Oscar season, 2025's The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Emily Blunt, and Ryan Bader. Boomer, if you could summarize your viewing experience of The Smashing Machine in one word, what would it be?
I was putting it off, and I didn't want to. I was like throwing a fit and kicking my legs and shit, and I don't want to watch it. And then I said, just turn the son of a bitch on and quit whining. And I did that.
This was your choice. You picked it.
Yes.
And you were hesitant to watch a movie you choose.
There's boundaries of what I can pick, okay?
Yeah.
You
no
didn't
more
wanna go to the
hardcore gay
theater,
porn.
So that chopped a few out,
Yeah.
okay?
No more snuff movies.
Oh, man, you're just sick. And so I turned it on, and because I was dreading it. And I do that with movies all the time. I decide prejudiciously how much I hate them, knowing nothing about them, okay? And I'm going to say I'm almost always wrong. They're either better or worse or what, but they're never what I think they're going to be.
Yeah.
Never. And this one was not what falls right in line with all that.
And just a quick reminder to the audience, I did say sum it up in one word.
I never do one word. I don't know when you're going to stop doing that.
Last week you did.
And that's the last time I will ever do that.
So,
I
Boomer,
did that just as a parting shot to you.
Tell us what you liked about The Smashing Machine. Go.
Spoilers.
Well, it was based on a true story. So I kind of was curious. I could tell they were building up to something, and I kind of wanted to know what it was. And at different times throughout the movie, I would figure out in my mind, well, it's going to go here or it's going to go there. And I never really quite got it. Never. It was, I didn't know. It was kind of a surprise ending to me.
So that's what you liked about the movie?
I wanted to see what was going to happen, okay? I wanted to see what was going to happen.
You're not a big MMA guy, though, right? You've never really watched
I don't think
UFC.
I don't think you could categorize me as that. When it's on and I'm watching it, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But as far as being a big fan, no.
See, I am this is the era of UFC I was a huge fan of, where you had to go to the video store and get the VHS tapes. And I have actually met Mark Kerr in person. When I was at a wrestling camp, he came and spoke and worked out for the day. He is the nicest guy in the whole fucking world, by the way. And this was 25 years ago.
That's kind of the way Dwayne Johnson played him.
Yeah.
And I would say this was probably the best role I've ever seen him.
Oh, by far.
As far as his acting.
The performances in this are great. You got
to take him serious after this.
He did good. Emily Blunt is great.
Did you see him in Jungle Cruise?
No.
Okay.
No.
Not a fair question?
Not a fair question.
Okay, I withdraw my question.
I'm not going to see Jungle Cruise. I'm not going to see Jumanji. I did see Walking Tall. That was good. His best role prior to this was in Pain and Gain with Mark Wahlberg. But that's my personal opinion. But I don't like kiddie slop action comedy crap. That's not my jam. But so I'm a huge Rock fan. I'm a huge Mark Kerr fan. The performances are good. How did you feel about Emily Blunt's character? Isn't she just the worst person ever?
Okay,
I'm waiting for him to hurt her.
She was good. There was good points about her, but there was bad points about her.
She's
selfish.
Yeah.
I'm sure when at the end during the credits it showed the real people, including her, and when it showed her, I was thinking to myself, I wonder how she felt about how they portrayed her.
I was
Whoever
curious
she
about
is.
that too.
And if she's like the girl in the movie, they better get some insurance, okay? Because she's out to get them.
Yeah, she I don't know if she feels she was portrayed honestly. I mean, but she just comes off as the worst. You actually are cheering for domestic violence.
Right before you go out for the biggest thing in your life, she decides to come up there and fuck with you.
And we've all had that girlfriend that is like that, that you're about to have like a big important thing and she makes it about her and you're just
Okay, hold it. See, that's why she maybe didn't look that bad. She wasn't like carrying a knife. She didn't like threaten to stab him. She didn't bust the house up. She didn't call a cop. She was bad, but she wasn't psychopathic.
See, to me, you're right. She wasn't psychopath. Well, at the end when she's got the gun and she's, putting it to her own head, but
that's suicide is okay.
So Mark Kerr was really ahead of the time. He was into combat sports and opiate addictions in the early 2000s.
They were pioneers of the sport.
He was a pioneer of this country, really. Some other things I liked. I thought Boss Rutan does an amazing job playing Boss Rutan. That's his coach for the big fight.
Yeah.
And
I noticed all the actors looked like they used some. Was he wearing some prosthetics on his face or something?
Really.
I'm talking about Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Because he looked so different.
Yeah,
It wasn't just the hair.
His voice is the only thing that really made him.
And his muscles.
Well, yeah, but Mark Kerr was that big.
Well, he wasn't that tall, but yes, he was that big.
He was a gigantic
man.
He
was muscular, yes.
But I'd say Boss Rutan really stands out to me. He was very funny. He obviously he plays himself, but to take a fighter and to put him in, even playing himself, and to do a good job, I think he did a great job there.
The tendon thing where that was pretty good acting.
My tendon don't fuck. Oh, it's fucked for a week. That, yeah. I just like him. He's still around to this day, and he's still he's just a very entertaining guy. But you look at him and you go, that's not a guy.
To be a wrestler, you got to be entertaining.
Yeah.
No, even if it's whatever kind of wrestler.
No. I'm talking about Boss Rutan.
He was a wrestler, wasn't he?
No, he's MMA.
Oh, okay, what is same?
No, that's not the same thing.
He's a professional fighter, okay?
Yeah, that's not the same thing. There's no. You don't have to have an ounce of charisma to fight in the UFC, but Boss Rutan does.
I think you do have to have an ounce, at least an ounce.
No, look at Khabib Nurmagomedov.
I look at him all the time.
Yeah, I know.
And I say to myself, Khabib, stop it.
Do you think those were real doors he was ripping apart? Because The Rock could do it.
I think he could, but not with one swipe.
Dude,
it breaks into 15 pieces. Busts the door right in half.
Twice.
It was ripped.
Twice, though. The second time he
they were props. They were props.
Yeah, it was very
But
funny.
I'll tell you what, if me and you hit that prop door, I don't think it would bust apart that much.
Just going back to Emily Blunt's character real quick, there's that scene.
She played a good part,
She's
too.
great.
Yeah,
she should be. I didn't check to see if she's nominated. She should be nominated for an Oscar. She plays a great psycho.
Supporting actress, that'd be a great. She's a great actress.
When she's like, "You don't need Jeff. You don't need your sponsor. Talk to me." It's like, bitch, you are insane. That's crazy to say.
The worst thing you can say to an insane bitch is,
"You're insane."
Bitch, you're insane.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right, Boomer. What did you not like about the Smashing Machine?
In the beginning, how many words do I get with this, Jeremy?
Okay, go.
Oh, wow.
This is where you get to use the word.
I'm unlimited. Okay. What I didn't like about the movie is in the beginning, my nightmare was coming true. It was started off so the shopping, this bar scene, the different. It was like, I know you got to build up the characters and stuff like that, but the shopping in Japan and oh my God, it was going so slow. I was thinking about killing myself.
Yeah, it did start very slow.
Very slow. And it didn't speed up quickly. It was a real slow takeoff.
Yeah, it took to right around that first fight where he's in Brazil and he's just running through the guys in Brazil.
That was nice. But then it went back into some slow stuff even for a while. And it was a third over by the time it really, before I was engaged and really wanted to. I think it's going somewhere. I want to see where it goes.
It's very character driven, right? I think that you're right. It does start slow. But at no point was it boring. I'm going to look at my phone slow. It is. I want to know, what are these characters doing?
Was it ever slow? Geez, I hate this. I wish I was the director. It'd be faster than this. Was it ever that slow?
No.
Okay.
The reason I kept harping on how good Boss Rutan did as himself is I thought Ryan Bader, who is also an MMA fighter, who played Mark Coleman, wasn't the best. He was not the best.
is he a real actor? Or
He's
just-
not. That's the
okay.
thing.
For who he is,
For a fighter-
I'd say he did really well.
Yeah, but you could have brought in a real actor.
You could
there.
tell he was not a real actor.
The
You
scene
could
in the
tell.
hospital after Mark Kerr overdoses, and he's crying. This giant man is crying, and Ryan Bader's like, "I'm your best friend. I will never leave you. Do not put your hands down. Do not worry." It took that scene that
That seems like normal conversation to me.
it was just too. At that point, it stuck out that he's not an actor. It
Stuck out way before that.
did, but that was
Let me ask you
killed
a
the
question.
momentum of that
This
scene.
is a question I got to know, and you may know the answer. Those cauliflower ears. Almost everybody in the movie, except the wife,
Yeah.
or the girlfriend, they had a cauliflower ear. Now I think Dwayne Johnson's was a prosthetic,
Yeah, his is
but
fake.
the other guys, were they real?
Those are real. Yeah.
They looked real.
Ryan Bader, Boss
Yeah.
Rutan, those are real. Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
and
real.
Dwayne
fighters.
Johnson's looked real.
He doesn't have it.
No, I've never seen one. so.
He was a football player. He wasn't an actual wrestler. Dwayne Johnson. He was a professional wrestler. He wasn't a high school grappler.
Okay.
And that's where
So you can only get a cauliflower ear in high school.
well, no, you don't get cauliflower ears from pro wrestling. You get it from high school wrestling style.
Yeah.
That was really the only that and the ending. I got to say, I feel like that they kind of threw us for a loop because you're building after she disappears.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're like, they got together 10 days later and they were married. And it's like, okay, we should have saw that. That should have been a scene that we saw.
I did not see this I was waiting for a tragedy. I thought they were building. Didn't you?
I mean, her getting arrested and going away. I mean, it basically showed that every one of his losses, or that's what it was trying to portray, is that every one of his losses was due to mental weakness, not physical, and it was all centered around Dawn. She fucked him up, basically, and that's
Well,
why he
the
kept
drugs.
losing.
He kind of fucked himself. up
Well,
in
and the
beginning.
drugs, but it was never really a point where the drugs.
But she didn't
were why
help
he
with the
lost.
drugs. You know.
Well-
Hey, can't we just party?
Yeah, she's got beers, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
it's the ending. It's a throwaway line basically, or it's text, and it's they married 10 days after he came back from Japan, and it's like,
Yeah.
we should have saw that. I want to know what caused that to happen because the last time
I
we saw
didn't
them together, they were like, we're done. You know?
Well, there must have been more in real life than there was in the movie. Obviously.
Right, but I don't know.
I know you couldn't. Like you said, didn't see it coming. I was prepared for a tragedy.
Yeah, it'd be like at
I
the,
thought she either killed herself,
yeah.
or something.
It'd be like at the end of Independence Day after the the Earthlings win, and then there's a screen that says 3 days later the aliens reinvaded and killed everyone. You know what I mean? Like it just
Yeah.
like, well, I wanted to see that too. You can't just say that. I need to see that.
Yeah. It was like a glue on to the end of the movie.
Yeah, and then
didn't
I mean,
fit.
seeing the real Mark Kerr, he's again. I met him once 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So he was still in his opiate days when I met him.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he would have just been fresh out. I think. I don't know. I forget, but super nice guy.
I'm sure
That's
he
all I can
remembers
say.
you.
I'm sure he remembers me. All right, Boomer. What do you give the Smashing Machine?
Take a lot of piss breaks.
3 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
Well, I agree.
But I agree with some of the Oscar nominations. Like I always say, you can have great performances inside of a shitty movie or a mediocre movie.
It's not
Some
that
of-
it was here's
I'm
the
not
thing.
saying that. I'm saying
No, yeah.
some of the performances I think were Oscar worthy.
So I'm a huge pro wrestling fan. I'm a huge MMA fan. I've met the guy the movie is based on, and
Okay,
even
I
I,
think you're
didn't think it was
building up
that
to
great.
something.
Right?
What?
I give it 3 out of 5 too,
Yeah.
because it's like it's a good story, but I feel like that there's more
ending,
story.
Well, the ending was a big part.
It felt
wasn't
flat. It felt
Yeah.
really flat.
Yeah, it's like it kind of caught me off guard.
The Bader Coleman like they needed to focus either more on the him and Mark Coleman, and that one I actually thought they could have focused
And
less on.
resolved the movie. They put it in the credits
Yeah.
at the end.
I think we either need to see more of him and Dawn or more of him and Mark Coleman and less of the other one, basically. So either make it about him and Mark Coleman, like their rivalry, but their friendship, or make it about his relationship with Dawn, which is what they kind of focused on. But
I
then
think
we
they
didn't
were-
even get the ending of it.
I think they were trying to say that he was just a pioneer and that this is how he did it. I don't even know what they were.
Yeah, but you also if you want that, make a documentary. You know, like make it a little more.
You know, you could say it was a kind of a poor attempt at a documentary.
Well, they did make a documentary, and part of the criticisms this movie received is it's almost a scene for scene reshot of the documentary.
And I believe that.
I
now
haven't seen that
I haven't
documentary
either.
since it aired, but I have seen it.
Yeah, because it was like a acted out documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. That was a Smashing Machine. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? We both gave it 3 out of 5. Not
And
terrible,
we agree,
not great.
and we actually agree.
Yeah.
Which is rare.
Which is very rare. So let us know in the comments what you think. Boomer, you have anything else for the people?
Stay warm.
Stay warm and goodbye.